Hello and good afternoon to you. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend. I just got in from being out pretty much all day. Had a great time with my sister. We went shopping and we stopped and got something to eat and brought it back home with us. And now I didn't eat my food because I knew I had to do my show because that is more important to me than consuming a meal that I can eat anytime afterwards. But I just wanted to share that with you and just want to know how everybody is doing today. I hope fine. I hope you had a chance to get out and enjoy this lovely day. It's a bit warm outside, but it's sort of breezy too, so it sort of balances out the heat with a cool breeze every now and then. But anyway, I want to get to some of the URLs before we actually start the show. I don't want to hold you for too long, so I'm going to just get right to it. The first URL, of course, is to my Spreaker account, and that is https://www.spreaker.com/user/author Vivian E. Moore. If you want to follow me on Facebook, that is https colon, forward slash .facebook.com/ Vivian E. Moore author. And my Twitter handle is God's Property 46. If you want to check out my Instagram page, that is https colon / Instagram.com / God's Property 51. And I would love for you to check out my web page, which is https colon, actually my website, and I'll start over, https colon / vivianmoore.wixsite, that's wixsite.com / author Vivian E. Moore. And if you would check out my blog site and leave a message once you read some of the blogs that's out there. If you would just leave a comment, that would be so nice if you could do that for me, which is vivianemore.blogsite. That's blogsite.com. And I would love to hear from you. And if you want to shoot me an email, you can do that at authorvivianemore@gmail.com. All right. So today's title is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And the topic is over tweaking your manuscript. Most everyone desires perfection. In one way or another, in a world filled with imperfection, this isn't always possible. We see it everywhere we look. In television commercials, where only the best takes and money shots are presented to us, that was fortunate enough not to meet with a terrible end on the cutting room floor. Across the internet and pages of magazines, where airbrushing is law and only the best is the winning perception. It is prescribed and drilled into our heads that nothing less than perfect is acceptable. I agree that you should always strive to be the best in all that you do. I, for one, am just plain neurotic when it comes to most things, especially my writing. I can admit that I am sometimes overly obsessive when it comes to my work. I proofread, reread, then read again, rewrite, delete, rearrange, cut and paste, move around paragraphs until I feel that it is just right. But sometimes it is best to just leave things as they are and move on. I can't tell you how many times I've overtweaked paragraphs and chapters that were absolutely fine. Yet my obsessive compulsive behavior, it derailed me, and my desire to make everything just so depleted precious time. Listen, I am not saying that perfection isn't important, but is it obtainable? I believe perfection is much like beauty. In the eyes of the beholder, what I see or what we see doesn't always appear the same to someone else. What I think may need a little more work might already be just right. Over tweaking is one of those things that it can derail any writer because we are super sensitive when it comes to our work anyway. Therefore, we always try to put forth our best efforts in making what we do our absolute greatest. I am the world's worst when it comes to over tweaking. This is why I can talk about it so freely. It's nothing to be ashamed of, and sometimes it is prudent to check and double check to ensure you've tied up all possible loose ends. Great writing and even greater editing is what makes bestsellers. However, there are dangers when it comes to overly fine-tuning anything, such as guitar strings. If we twist too much, guess what happens? Yep, they break. Sometimes you can destroy what is already perfection by demonstrating this type of behavior. It is imperative to leave well enough alone. Easier said than done, yes, I know. Nevertheless, it can rob you of your creative flow when you feel that need to keep checking behind yourself. Over tweaking is a sign of a very disturbing disorder associated with the need to be in control of everything. This can be detrimental in many ways. If you want to cause a train wreck, sabotage your efforts, this is certainly the path to total destruction of all your hard work. No one likes a nitpicker. Okay, I understand almost isn't good enough, and I'm not saying that there is anything wrong with striving to be the best. What I am saying is that there are limits to everything, and knowing when to quit is a great exercise of wisdom. Discipline is a code of behavior. As a child, this training was applied throughout my daily life to teach instruction, regulation, order, and ultimately to obey authority. This is just part of my daily practice as an adult and how I control the urge when my extreme need to obsess tries to take over. Too much of anything never ends well. What might have started with the potential to be great falters and ends up a heaping mess. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Doesn't make sense to disassemble when everything is already where it should be. Maybe not all, but some of us display an overwhelming need to be in control of every situation, no matter what it applies to. I have a very helpful technique to dissuade others and myself from this destructive, distracting behavior. It's called letting go. After you've made all the necessary changes, every detail is on point, no grammatical errors or any others exist, and flows as it should, wave bye-bye. Over tweaking is overkill. It is the equivalent of a parent on the first day of school who dreads releasing their child into the wilds of the world for the first time. It's okay. You've made every preparation for this moment. All is well, no need to worry, and so you can rest easy in knowing you've done your best. In the end, remember, there's always room for improvement, but you cannot fix what is not broken. It's okay to be precise, but never be to the point of second guessing your ability, your work, and your gifts. All right, folks, this is all I have for you today. And I know that it was almost 15 minutes, but not quite 15 minutes. But I didn't want to hold you too much, just in case you needed to run back out and do some last minute things, before it gets too late. But I just wanted to share that information with you. And hope that it will be useful in some way. And if you missed the live show today, of course you can get it once it's uploaded to all the different social media outlets. And also, if you want to read this transcript, it is available on my blog site, and I did give out that information. So I would love for you to be able to do that and read it for yourself. Just in case I move too quickly through the program today. But, as always, I just want to say tomorrow's worship day, and I hope that that you go out and worship with a family member, take a friend, take someone who is, is not a church member, but have the potential to become one, or saved. Just remember that tomorrow is not promised. So tell someone that you love them. I love you. I hope you love me back. God bless you, and goodbye.